The first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Gun. Cut.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On second down, here's Mixon. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Burrow looking to pass. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Takes it at the 7. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Delta.
From the 31, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Check, check.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep, Damiere Byrd. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This returnable for Byrd. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
On one, ready?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bengals 7, Jets 0.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Mixon will try the right side. And some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
First down there for T. Higgins. Don't let it be lost in Jamar Chase's phenomenal season. The Higgins had a big year for Cincinnati as well. Topped the 1,000-yard plateau for the first time, and he did it despite missing a few games with injuries. The third-year man could give Cincy a pair of Pro Bowlers at the position here in 2022.
A handoff running left, Mixon. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bird. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Here we go.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Bengals 14. Jets nothing. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
To throw again is Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right.
1190.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it is 28-0.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought to this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Hall. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. In motion goes the tight end.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. But the Bengals had the remarkable run to the Super Bowl last year, but one team that gave them trouble were these New York Jets. You might remember back in Week 8, it was the Jets rallying behind backup Mike White, who threw for 405 yards and 3 touchdowns, and a 34-31. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11. 12. 11 MT.
He'll drop to throw. And dropping it off underneath, here's Pirine. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Here's McPherson now to send it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On one, right?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
12, 12, 12.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Berrios. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second and goal from the 1. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from a yard out. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty.
Brings it on to kick off for the Jets.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
11, 12, 12. 11, 90.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
11, empty, take. 11.
Burrow will throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bird. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
11, Thomas. 12.
Now it's Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On third down, here's Hall. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and and defensively pure frustration. Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now Wilson on first down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again here, Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
11-90. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, stop.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
11, 11. 11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Open man here is Conklin. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
From the 36, Wilson. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Slot man moves right. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He'll fight his tight end here, Asiasi. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A couple more